Good morning, everybody. My name is Mark Glazell. I'm the business website director at Healy Consultants in Singapore. With me this morning, I have Yekaterina Li, and she is Senior Client Engagement Manager, also based in our Singapore office. Good morning, Katya.
Good morning, Mark.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm very good, thanks, Katya. This morning, we are going to talk about an engagement you recently completed, which is in Puerto Rico, in the Caribbean, I believe. Katya, why don't you tell us a little bit about the engagement and what we were required to do for our client?
Sure. So actually, our client's company is a Singapore company, which is a holding company, but also it is dealing in investments on behalf of the owner and UBO. So actually, the owner does proprietary trading, and he invests into stocks and bonds, and also foreign currencies and financial derivatives. For this engagement, our objective was also to secure a corporate bank account for this company. And the main requirement was that it is a full operational account and that it provides US dollar and euro, and also has good e-banking facilities.
Okay, and so given that that was the brief from the client or the client's requirement, what were the options you were looking at? What were the things that you took into account, the considerations?
Yeah, actually, we also consulted with client what jurisdiction he prefers. So I actually approached a lot of jurisdictions in both Europe and Asia, such as Germany or Portugal or Indonesia or Malaysia. But most banks were not open to board foreign companies, or they required travel. So it took a while to find a bank that actually will be happy to provide banking facilities without our client travel, and also with company not having any economic substance. So yeah, luckily the bank also provided a fee schedule that our client was agreeable with. Okay. So yeah, it was a good solution for our client.
Yep, and we don't often open accounts in Puerto Rico. What was your experience of dealing with the bank in Puerto Rico, which you're sitting in Singapore, Puerto Rico is on the other side of the world. Were there any particular challenges with opening an account in Puerto Rico?
Well, for me, and I think for client, there were no particular difficulties because the whole process was online. So at first I approached the bank officer, which was our contact, and also the bank officer provided me all the KYC documentation list and also the forms. Once our client filled out, I have pre-filled the forms, but the client reviewed everything and approved, and also provided outstanding documents. After that, the bank account opening process was smooth. So actually, the bank held a video call with the client in order to verify his identity, and also to learn more about the client's business and the needs. And I think after that, the bank officer was already satisfied, and after their final due diligence checks, the bank account was opened.
Very good. And what sort of time frame are we talking about, Katya?
I think it took about 6 weeks since the moment of approaching the bank.
Okay, that's pretty good. And obviously, without the client having to travel, that's a very nice, efficient solution by the sounds of it. That's excellent. This was your first Puerto Rico engagement, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Any particular interesting takeaways? Anything you learned which will help you next time you deal with Puerto Rico?
Yeah, sure. I think that this bank is a good solution for many of our clients. Okay. And I think that, of course, they perform enhanced due diligence procedures depending on the client's business. But overall, I would recommend this bank going forward. But the only hurdle we have is that the e-banking is mostly in Portuguese. So it really limits our choice for our clients. Sure. But for example, for this client, he actually resides in Portugal. So for him, it was not a hurdle. But yeah, apart from that, it's a perfect solution. And I got a lot of takeaways working with this bank because, yeah, like I said, it was the first time and I learned about their procedures and processes, and it was pretty interesting.
Very good. Well, I look forward to speaking with you about another Puerto Rico engagement sometime in the future, Katya. Thank you for your time this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.